To start with, your dog will probably not have any expectations or very small expectations from the light, from the laser dot. So we will begin by creating expectation on it, by adding value to going to it. And one way of doing that is with this simple chasing game, where you toss food onto the ground and shine the laser dot onto the food pieces. To start with, it will just be a food searching game for the dog, and that's perfectly fine. We want the dog to start to expect to find the food that you throw. And after some repetitions, it will start to understand that there is a shortcut to getting to the food pieces, and that is looking for the laser dot. And what you do is simply toss a piece of food, and then while the dog is eating that one, you toss another one into another direction. And when the dog has finished eating the first food, you guide the dog to the next one with the laser. And when it is finishing that piece of food, you toss a food piece to the other direction, and then you guide the dog there with the laser. Don't get frustrated if the dog doesn't pay any attention at all to the laser in the beginning. For the dog, it will just be a food searching game. That's perfectly fine. So I'm trying to show what I mean with Tibia here. And you make it a lot easier if you fill your hand with food pieces. Because once the game has started, you don't want to refill your food hand. With an older dog, it may be more difficult to get it to pay attention to the laser dot. And it will be frustrating. And don't let that lure you in to start to point to show the dog where the piece of food is. Because then your pointing will overshadow the laser dot. So it will only prolong the time before the dog actually understands that it's the laser dot that is the shortcut to get into the treats. Instead, you can start with the laser pointer quite close to the piece of treat. So I'll try to show it with Diablo here. Diablo. Diablo. And although I started very close to the ground, I gradually was making my back more and more straight, so that the laser dot comes further and further away from me, which gives the dog a higher likelihood of actually associating the laser dot with finding the piece of treat. we'll play the same chasing game with this little fellow.
If you enjoy our videos, we post our social media videos to our website, Leerburg.com, a week or two before we post them to our YouTube channel. These early release videos can be found on the front page of our site or by going to the site and selecting Video on Demand from the toolbar, and then select Free Videos. Thank you for watching.